investment banking, especially
When I got to the Dallas Mavericks, I just thought, you know what? And I think every professional sports new owner thinks the same way. I'm successful in business. I know what's worked for me, and I'm going to continue to do it. For the most part, I did that. But one of the things I found out early on was sports are unlike any other industry. When broadcast.com went public, it was the biggest jump in the price of an IPO stock in the history of the stock market. Literally, it was amazing. It was crazy. It was front page news. But no one in Dallas that didn't work for broadcast.com or didn't have an investment in broadcast.com really cared. It was just an article, might have been front page, but that was it. When we sold the company for $5.7 billion, same thing. It was a headline. People that worked for us, people that invested in us went crazy, but no one else really cared. When I got to the Mavs, it was amazing to me to see that, we were so bad, for so many years, and now all of a sudden we started to turn it around. And you could just feel in the city of Dallas that people cared, that people's emotions, jumped when the Mavs won. When the Mavs made it to the playoffs for the first time, I mean, literally, I got emails from people telling me, how they were crying. When the Mavs went to the playoffs and won a series against the Utah Jazz on a Calvin Booth putback in Utah, literally people were telling me stories about how they just simultaneously ran into the streets and started high-fiving and hugging each other. That doesn't happen with regular businesses. When the Mavs won a championship, there was a parade. No one throws a parade, when a Fortune 500 company hits their numbers or has a record quarter. It's just completely different, and that's part of it. I published my email on the Jumbotron at the arena so our customers could communicate with me, because I always felt that, there really truly was a buck stops here attitude, that if I'm trying to change the culture, if I'm trying to change the brand, if I'm trying to change the perception, and I don't communicate with customers, I'm really never going to know if I'm successful, or I'm going to find out too late if I'm not. But one of the things that started to happen is that I got emails from parents of sick kids or from sick kids themselves, saying, hey, the Mavs are what I think of when I'm going through chemo, or when the Mavs win, it's so much easier for me to have a good day. And then, unfortunately, I've got emails, thank you so much. You brought my son or daughter to a game. You exchanged emails from them that really brightened their day. I just want to let you know that they passed away, and, we buried them in their favorite Mavs jersey. It just doesn't happen in other businesses. You don't get that emotional connection. And when it comes to, trying to make a profit with the Mavs, absolutely, I want it to be profitable. But it really is a trust that I have for Mavs fans, particularly in North Texas, but everywhere, knowing that there's just an affinity, a connection that's unlike any other industry. And so, all things being equal, yeah, I want it to be ungodly profitable, but I want to win first. I want to win for me. I want to win for the players. But I also want to win just as much for every Mavs fan, because there are few other ways that just one simple thing like a game of basketball can impact the hearts and minds and emotions of so many people. That's what makes sports unique, and I don't know that there is a balance between all those things, but I do my best.